Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
So on the floor for UCLA, Freak, he's in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Freak, guarded closely.
Move the ball, sticking too much.
Pass to Fresh. And he makes good on the layup.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan. Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Campbell kicks to Freak. Got a piece of it. Crawford outside. Picked away. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
It's off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. So Michigan ends up going with it. Here's Freak. 5 points in the game. They've got Smith. Jones is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the 2. Roberts passes to Freak.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And for the Bruins, Freak, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Kicks it to Jones. Lets it go from the wing. And the shot is long.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And for the Wolverines, Ellis is out there with Smith. Then there's Flash. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bruins.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Here's Flash. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Now here's Ellis. Following the miss by Freak. Ellis dishes to Jones. To stop the run. Again, the miss by Jones. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
Here's Flash following the basket by Freak. From 15 feet away, Smith, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
There's Freak. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the dish to Crawford. And once again off the mark by Michigan. The Bruins leading by 9. Here's Freak. He's got 9. The 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Bruins on top as they end the... Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
So on the floor for UCLA, Freak in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at center. And that one's good. Freak.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
There's Crawford with the 3, and it's Looney with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt. The Wolverines.
Here's Free. We've got Flash. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. Ball stolen. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines. In the corner, Smith with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Ellis, that's good.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
The pass to Looney. Down low. It's deflected. 1:41 left here in the second half of the game. Lets it go from 14. And there's another one for the Wolverines.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Freak passes to Looney. Here's Freak. No luck. Nice D from Crawford.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bruins.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some... dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Flash passes to Crawford. Jones for three, and that one's good.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Sticking too much.
Pass to Campbell. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. And another miss by UCLA. Fast break, here come the Wolverines. To the wing on the left. Freak with it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Substitution on the court.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.